right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back live once again. It's been a little bit. I've been a little sick and just busy. But we are now back and can start working. Let me go ahead and throw these links in the Discord. And then we will jump straight into the game dev. So we made a decent amount of progress on our last stream. We do have the giant rock golem right up there, which is probably pretty hard to see right now. And then we also have the asteroid that is kind of incoming. And then he swings, boom, and hits it. But we do need it to actually like blow it up into a bunch of little pieces. So right now it's like a physics object, like it's a character body, and then it's gonna get hit, or it's getting hit by his fist, like the actual collision. But we're gonna want to do that differently. Let's load game. That thing is still hanging out up there, and the rock golem is still swinging. Because right now he's just kind of on a loop doing that. So we will have to come up with a different way of doing that. You'll also notice, I don't know if I did this on the last stream or what, but we have the actual plugin for seeing like draw calls and total primitives and stuff. This is just a little plugin I made that just displays it on your screen. What do I have? Okay, I have a little toggle that can turn it on and off. It's just called DS Performance Overlay. And all it does is you can just choose what things you want to show on screen, basically. But I do like the look of this guy. We are going to add more like mountains stuff to him, I think. Like just dirt and snow and stuff like that. So, but I need to kind of figure out what I will be working on here, because there is a lot to do. I could just continue working on the asteroid. I think I probably should. But basically what we need then is for maybe this thing to actually be part of the giant rock golem scene. I think we need to do that. So Meteor right now has a exported var golem. Let's go ahead and delete. Okay. Then let's go into the giant rock golem and let's instantiate this thing. So Meteor, let's just throw it in here because we know that we want it in here. Golem, boom. Okay. Because this thing basically looks at the fist location, global position, and then right now we're applying a central force. Really, we don't need that. This thing doesn't need to be a rigid body. It can be a character body. I mean, really, it doesn't even need to be that, but we're going to do that. And this thing, change type, character body 3D. This thing doesn't need that. Boom. Save. 3D. Okay. So it has that. We have it looking at it. For the rock golem, in the rock golem scene, this is what we can do. We can grab the meteor, drag it way up, drag it way away. And then as part of the animation player, we could probably just do another animation player. Call this keys. I always do this because there's the animation player that gets exported from Blender, and then there's the animation, but it's not always the easiest to work with, so I always throw a second one. This might have changed where you can edit these a little easier, but I've always just found it easier to do it this way, where I do an anim keys, which basically runs at the same time as animation. So we have giant punch meteor. This will be the same length. Giant punch meteor. Okay. On this one, giant punch meteor is 20.83833. Okay. So we can make this the same. Whoops. Oh, we got to do it here. Okay. And then basically, I think what we can do here if I play this, boom, he punches. What I can have is I can tween the position on this thing. Okay, about right there. This meteor doesn't actually need to have any collision on it. Because it's basically going to turn into a bunch of sparks. And I wonder... Explosion. Sparks. Make unique. We can go here. Oh, nice. That makes them both unique. Nice. Okay, so we have these. Oh, on Twitch we got an ad starting in 3 minutes, just a heads up. Okay, I'm going to bring this up to here. The process material, we need to do our spawn, velocity 0. Position. Okay. We have accelerations due to gravity. We can do 9.8. Velocity. Okay, that's 9.8. We need negative 9.8. Okay. That's now falling. These things need to last like a really long time. It needs to be about 50. One shot. We don't need to do that. Balicha, what's up? Ads. I've not played with particles at all. I'm kind of bad with them, but I'm getting better. Getting a little better. We are slowly over time. It takes a bit. Let's do 3 and 6. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then on our spawn, we're gonna have some initial... We're gonna do 0.9 for the explosiveness. And then we need on our spawn... Animated velocity? Radial Let's turn off our explosiveness for a second. We need a, okay, orbit. Okay, that makes them all orbit like that, or go like that. That's maybe not too bad if I hide these. Ooh, okay. Oh, nope. 0. Let's do 100. This just shoots them all over the place. Orbit, we can do something like... Okay, that's not bad. We can do that. This will be a one-shot. Come on. Why is it suddenly not doing it? There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, it will be a one shot. And it will be, well, it will be visible. But this on, let's do this. Funk explode. Then we're gonna do blip. Nope, not that. We're just gonna do it like this. Boom. 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 And we need our light. Okay, so explode is going to do heat, dot hide, sparks, dot hide, smoke, emitting equals false, something like that maybe. These ones, I guess we could just do dot emitting equals false. And then explosion sparks, not emitting, equals true. We'll do something like this. Okay. Okay, so we have this. We have look at. Then basically what we can do is in our rock golem, we have fist location. We can add a area 3D. It's going to be, or it's going to need a collision shape. This is basically just going to detect the, whoops. It's going to detect the asteroid. So, fist location has that. We can put this at like 10 meters. And then we can do a body entered giant rock golem. And we can do if, whoops, this should be, yeah. Okay. If body is meteor, body dot explode. Do that. Okay. On our animation keys. So, giant. Let's get rid of some of these things. Okay. Giant rock golem. On our animation player. Right about there. Is where we want it. So, what is this? 13.8. Yeah, we could do 13.8. Here, we go to 13.8. Add track. 3D position track. On the meteor. And then here, insert a key. Here we can also insert a key. And actually on this one, we're gonna delete and we're gonna grab our meteor. First, let's grab our fist location. Grab our position. Copy value. Meteor at 13.8. Insert a key. The key is going to be paste value there. Okay. We're going to loop this just for now. And keys dot play. Giant punch meteor. Copy that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a like, reset meteor. And this is going to do heat, not emitting. Oh, we need arrow here. Copy. False. Reset meteor and then global or position equals. And we need to look at this, see what the position is at the beginning. Copy value. Oh. Let's do 1840. 900 and 2750. Can I copy value and do it? $1840. What was it? 900, 2750. 2750. Okay, we'll see how this is. It may just break, but we will see. Hey, Fanny Slam, what's up? Good to see you again. It's been a bit. Break. Golem, fist location dot global position. Why did that break? Meteor. Dot fist location. Where's my fist location? Fist location. Blip. Fist location. Let's try this again. On base object of type nil. Why don't that work? What is breaking? Oh, hydrate. Cheers. Why is this a thing? Global position on base type nil. Why? Golem, we have that. Why? Why? Golem, this is Meteor. Yes. Yes. Okay, that doesn't have it, but this one should. Oh, did we not delete it from here? No. There ain't no meteor here. What is breaking? Maybe we do it like this. Okay, so it just wasn't ready yet. Oh, there it comes. It's coming in fast. Boom. Okay, he still hit it. Why did it still get hit? Meteor. Collision. Nothing. CSG sphere, geometry, collision, no collision, right? Collision. Okay, let's turn that off, just in case that's for some reason throwing it off. Fanny Slam, I don't know if you're you might be lurking, but I don't know if you've seen this project yet. Why? Why are you getting hit? I guess we will see what happens on the reset, because it should come flying back. Unless it's just resetting the position again that is doing that. I'm going to delete the collision shape. No, we need the collision shape. Oh, you know what it is. This needs to be on layer 1. Giant rock golem. Area 3D. Collision looks at 1. Okay. I think we need that. Because then it can actually detect it. Otherwise, it seems like it's just kind of going back to the original spot. There we go. Now it's detecting it. Oh, that's kind of cool how it like does it like that. The only thing is it shouldn't be going all the way back there. It's just kind of going all the way back to where it is. Boom. Or back to the starting point, which we don't necessarily want. So let's look at our giant rock golem anim keys. We've got this position one. And maybe like right here. We can just copy this. Paste it right about there. And what we should probably do is a CSG sphere, call this ball. We're gonna go blip. Ball.hide and ball.show. Why did that get? There we go. Now we'll also need some audio for it, all of that. Okay, here it comes. Boom. Nice. We can change those. No, that's cool though. Oh, we need to definitely make sure, first of all, that this lasts longer. Let me say 20. Debugger, what is going on here? Node, origin, and target are in the same position. Okay. We're going to do var aligned bool equals. This is a bad way of doing this, but whatever. If not aligned, this should just fix that instantly and then it's done because we can't do it in the ready function for some reason. We can do this. Aligned equals true. Okay. Now, if our stuff here, so this is how many seconds? About 7. And then the whole thing lasts about 20. I think we need to make our swing last a lot longer. Let's say like 700. Copy this. Save that. Let's see how it re-imports. 1 second, let me grab a Pepsi Max. All right. Pretty happy with this already. Then we could do something like where are we doing create tween? Okay. All right. Var tween, which is a tween. It was create tween. And then what do we have to do? We can do this. No, let's do this. Yes. Yes, we can do this. Okay. Meteor. Monk, tween, light to 0. Omni light, I think it is. Light 3D, set light energy from 1 to 0. Duration 2 seconds. We're gonna do up, and then we can do a tween light down. Now, Omni Light, we have range 1000, energy 350. So we could do a var or at export var total energy float 350. We're going to do Omni Light, go back to 0, and then on ready we're going to do Omni Light 3D dot light energy equals total energy. We can do 0 there, or back to 1 there, because it's that way we can see that we're setting it like this. So that's at 350. Now this one we can reuse from, so tween light up, total energy to total energy times 1.4. We're gonna do a 1 second, like it's lights up. And then from here, duration can be like 10 seconds. And this will be from total energy, I guess we can do times 1.4 again, down to 0. Okay. And then here we can do Omni Light 3D dot light energy is equal to total energy. Explode is going to start our tween light up. And then connect. Tween light down. I think we can do that. We will see. It's still getting snapped back. I think that's because our anim keys needs to go a lot longer. Here we have Giant Punch Meteor. Goes all the way to 29. Okay, we're gonna do 29. And let's see if that fixes it. I want to see the light actually. That's cool. Okay. And then let's see if this works again. Because it sits there a while. Oh, no, he's swinging. Oh, wow, okay. He just didn't get reset. So, Giant Punch Meteor. Oh, probably our reset meteor. Is that not falling? I think we just need to do a add track, call method track on the meteor. Okay. Right there, we can do insert key, reset meteor. Technically, this one is at what? 29.166. So we're going to do that here. Just to make sure that we actually have these. Okay, they are at the end now. Let's see if this works. Maybe there's something else I'm missing, but hopefully it should reset. And I want to tween that light property again. Boom. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, that's definitely tweening the light property all the way down to 0. Duration, maybe too slow. Tween light down, we're gonna do duration 15. We're gonna do that. Double the energy there. We also need to make sure that the meteor, what is it? Explosions, sparks. Yeah, let's do like negative 1,000. Just make it very big so it doesn't disappear. We should be able to see it at all times. I don't want these to disappear. Okay, let's remember to actually see if it loops correctly. And boom. Nice. Now it doesn't disappear. There it comes. Okay, we need to reset the light. Reset. Okay, why is that not working? It's interesting that that's not working, but bam. We can make that a lot more explosive. The light begins to fade. Okay, let's see. It's there, but there's no light until it hits there. Why? Why? I guess one thing we could do is add a property track on the meteor. Total energy, no. We could just do a dot set. Maybe that does it. Starting to look good. We might want to add a bit more more of the flash, making it a lot brighter. That's really cool though. Boom. That needs to come out faster. We just need the visuals to look better. Also, I want his arm to not pass through it, so then we don't get the crazy light shadows. Okay. He looks up again. And of course, this will not all be happening always, all the time. Still no light. Why? Is that taking too long? Maybe it's still tweening it at that point? That could be it. Maybe it's getting reset really fast. Okay, there it goes. Boom, gets hit. Gets way darker. There we go. Now we have a light again. Okay, so it was just getting reset too fast. I think, let's see how much time we have to be able to tween that down. So this is where it gets hit. There's about a second. There's 14, 29. So we can do maybe we do like tier. We could do a duration of more like, more like 13, I guess. We could try that. That should be good, I think. Of course, what I want to also happen is that a lot of these woodland creatures are gonna go ahead and look up. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, now other things just aren't working. It's mostly just that, though. Explode, emitting equals true. Explosion sparks, emitting equals true. This is one shot. Emitting equals false. First, let's do 0.9 here. Oh, are we hiding them? No, we're just doing emitting equals true or false. Does it have to do with the timing? Let's do 19, I guess. New Jank, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, brother. How is it? It is good. How about you, man? We're working on getting this giant rock golem to punch these meteors out of the sky. Just trying to get we're basically just animating it in. But trying to get it on so it can loop. Right now I'm looping it over and over again, but obviously there will be some difference. Okay. Now it just doesn't emit those. Why? Good, tired but good. Yeah. Very cool, looking good, dude. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know why it just stops emitting it after. Maybe I need to do set emitting to true or something. There it goes. Well, bam. And it just doesn't emit those sparks anymore. Maybe I just do that here. Dot set. True. We will try and see if that does anything better. Yeah, my energy levels have been pretty good because I've been doing kind of I've been doing way less screen time. I'm still tired, but I'm like tired in more natural ways now. But I've been trying to do way less screen time, so that's helped. Okay, that is cool, but also we can make it even more explosive. Yeah, I love this giant guy up here, but we're gonna have to play around with it a lot to make sure it looks good. And I need some audio, and I need the woodland creatures to react. I need everyone to watch as this happens. Boom. Still nothing, huh? I wonder if it's just because it's still going. Maybe that's it. Maybe it needs to be reset. Cousin gave me a bike, so I've been getting more sun and air than I have in a long time this past week. That's huge. So I feel you on the screen time. Yeah. I haven't been daring to ride a bike here because it's winter, and there's too much slippery. There's so much ice and snow here, so I've just been like, I'm gonna walk everywhere. But I don't have a car here, so I'm kind of just walking or taking the bus everywhere. And that has also just been good for my like energy levels. They're more natural. Like I said, I'm not as like jacked up all the time. Either way too, jacked up on caffeine or way too tired because I've stayed up way too late or whatever. Like I feel like I'm getting more quality sleep. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know how to wait. Setting emitting to true will not restart. Use the finished. Okay. It will not restart the emission cycle. Oh, okay. So I could do restart. Let's do restart instead. And then I don't even need to worry about this. I don't think so, at least. I think restart will do it. Once again, I need to make sure his arm, like, actually change the animation, because I don't like how his arm clips back through it. I guess I could just move, like, have it bounce slightly. Because right now it doesn't move at all. That's pretty cool. I could also make these scale over time to become smaller. That would be good. Hey, rats. Please work. Yes. Okay, nice. Boom, and then so it swings, hits. Let's see how that is. Let's also jack that up to 3 times. Make the duration smaller, so it's like boom. What else? What am I thinking of missing here? Oh, these explosion sparks. Display scale. Let's do a quick emitting on. And they need to scale from, what, 0? Does that make them smaller? I guess there's something like that. I think that works. Started on this MH plus guns project, and instead of blasting through making a ton of cheap progress, I've been really taking my time, and so far it has been working out. Nice. I've spent the past 3 days just focusing. Oh, hey, Lunchbox. What's up, brother? What's today's objective? We'll show you. 1 second. Spent the last 3 days just focusing on this player controller, and I think this is so far the best controller I've ever written. Very designer friendly and robust. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm still going a little bit the cheap progress route, but also not really. Like I am trying to build it, think about my systems in a good way. Because I'm still, once again, just trying to make a demo. Like that's really what I'm trying to do. That I'm not focusing too much on that. But the thing is, I've ran into the issues of cheap progress way too many times. And so just thinking about things, not going too crazy with it, but just, yeah, taking it a little slow and thinking about it. Don't think one approach is better than the other, really. I just know myself with burnout. Yeah. The other thing, like for me, is just making sure there's always interesting work to do. Like, that does help. But also making it like when you jump into your own game, you want to just stay there and keep playing. I think that helps too, to keep the motivation going. And some of it is also just being like, I'm just going to show up every day and do it. But I think that is smart for you to do that. Think about, yeah, because that's what I'm trying to do, is just think about my systems better. And then I'm also getting a lot of input from people, non-gamers. So like my wife and her sisters and friends and stuff who never play video games. They love my project here, but I can also get a very unique point of view on what I could add, which is nice because they just don't play games. So it's like they're fairly new ideas. They're not like, oh, just add this mechanic from this game. No, it's just like mostly visual stuff, which is nice because then it gives me ideas on how to make it interesting. I don't know. Lunchbox, today's objective is mostly getting this meteor thing to look good. Okay, we have that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do is make this a little bit more yellow. We'll do that. But we're trying to make this meteor look sweet. Okay, that is pretty cool. And the scale does change over time. That's good. These need to have a glow, and there was some way of doing that, right? I think we go into raw, and then we have to do, let's do like 1.5, and then this would be, oh wait, no, we're just gonna do 2, 1.5, 0.52, or 1.8, sorry. Okay, now that should have a big glow to it. The sparks should. That's sick. Dude, this is like one of my favorite visuals that I've been coming together with. Like we're just kind of trying to refine it over time, but yeah, thanks. I really like this. Okay, there we go. Now they glow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We probably need the whole thing to fall, like the light to move with it. So maybe we make the whole kind of have to make this whole thing fall. The way it led to the rock guy, I had no idea it was there until it swung its hands, yeah. And the way it rains down, yeah. That's what I want, is you to not really even notice the rock giant until suddenly there's a loud noise, things are lighting up, so then you look up into the sky, all the creatures are looking up, and then you just look up and there's an asteroid or a meteor coming in, and he just punches it out of the sky. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. New Jank, by the way, I haven't actually seen I haven't been able to catch one of your streams recently, so hopefully I can, so I can see your most recent project. Things are finally calming down now, after really busy time, of course, with the wedding and all that, but things are starting to fall into a rhythm, so I can stream more often and just be able to catch up with people again, which is cool. Okay. What was I just thinking? Oh, we need to make the meteor drop and potentially move away. Now, I could do that through the animation. So it goes there, boom. Which means that this thing this is a position track. We could do like 100 or something. So then it's like let's see. We can see how that is. Just so the light moves a bit. Of course, we'll have to then adjust the gravity on the particles, because the particles are going to start falling really fast. Boom. But now the light is falling. Okay, that's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. That's pretty close already. I don't mind it raining down a little bit faster even. So now we need some audio. And this needs to explode a little better, but... So what we'll do, we'll take the explosion sparks. We're going to do animated velocity. No, not that. We need accelerations. Okay, we'll do like a -2. We'll see how that looks. I am enjoying this though. This is getting there. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I love it. We could also do something more like this, where let's do one shot emitting. Okay. Also, this can go back down to there. Let's turn off heat for a second. And let's do something like, oh, we got an ad break on Twitch. Okay, so we have that. Let's make our explosiveness 0.95. And then -1, something like that, because what does sparks have? Oh, it's 1. Okay. So explosion sparks, we should have 1. And make sure that they mostly end up going that way. Yeah. Okay. Sick. Okay, we can go back to one shot and emitting off. Perfect. I think this'll help a lot. All right, I mean, it helps a little. We still kind of want it to go. That's cool. Leo, what's up? Sparks has 149 damage, yes. This should just one-shot you. Permadeath if you get hit by a spark. What's up, Leo? You want to see the giant guy? Oh. Why? Oh, that's why. I hid heat. Okay. Now what? I could do audio. Open up some Audacity. I just drooled all over my mic. Okay. We can do better than that. Something like maybe. And then with enough effects on that. Okay. We have okay. Export as an MP3. Throw this up here. We're going to do Meteor. Okay. Started making sound effects, brings a lot to the game. Yeah. Audio is huge. Even literally just doing stuff, sound effects with your mouth is like a big deal. Okay. Let's do an audio stream player 3D. We're going to go to our audio editor here and do add a bus. We're going to call this massive reverb. Loop enable. Maybe this needs pitch and tempo. We're gonna do a pitch shift here. I guess let's just see what happens. It starts out as playing, right? We'll see. We may need a different one too. A different noise, because it's not that great. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need a different one. Okay, let's go back to something more like that. I don't know if we even want to loop it. I could even do something like dude, stop. Okay. Okay. Maybe something. Maybe I don't layer things quite yet. I think I might be able to deal with some of the... Okay, let's do a quick export. We're going to call this Meteor 2. Enable. I'll tune back in a few. If you get off, I'll just catch the VOD. Good progress on that Meteor Giant, though. Thanks, Lunchbox. Appreciate you being here. As always. Good to see you again, brother. Is there a way for me to loop this? The fact that this doesn't loop correctly, I was gonna try to bounce it back and forth, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, okay. Maybe that could be something. But 1 second, I gotta run to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do playing off. Okay, we definitely need to do SFX here. And here, explode. And then I will just leave that there for now while I go to the bathroom. Be right back. Let's do this. This probably now, what, instantly cuts off the sound? Let's see here. Maybe I could just find a free sound. But I do want to make my own when possible. Okay, so it just cuts it off. Could do like a... I don't know. Some sort of breaking apart sound. Also some noises for the trying to think. Let's also let's go here. Oops, here. Meteor. So it's up here, but kind of want him to be higher up. Nope. Okay. Let's see how it is higher up like that. Okay, it's visible a lot sooner, and it's kind of coming in slower. That's good. Not a big fan of of the lighting when he hits it. Let's also go here. We have explosion sparks. Let's do like 100. Okay, we don't need that. Hey, Annette, what's up? Yeah, we're starting to figure this out. Maybe we do the explosion, like the fist location area 3D a little bigger. And even just the fist location. So if I go to giant punch, blip, like right there, but then if I go to fist location, maybe that could be a little more like up here. Because then as I go through this, I think so. That could be like right there. This area 3D could be about 20 meters. And then we just need to grab this position, copy value, and then we go to animation keys. And the position that it's going to will be that. I think so. Let's go back to this. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Here it comes. Okay, nice. We need a, I do love that. We need a true explosion to go along with it, though, like a big, like... Also, the other thing is I'm going to have these coming in from different angles. Mostly from that area, but I want him to turn and then... So cool. Yeah, this is going to be happening not nearly as often in the real game. Because every time it does happen, you're going to notice and you're going to look up and be like, oh, wow. Because you're going to hear it coming. Which right now you can hear it coming, but it's really kind of annoying. The sound isn't very good. Yeah, I'm going to do 2,000. Let's do playing. Okay. Oh yeah, you can hear it now. Then the sound just completely cuts off. That already looks good. I like it. Okay. Now, this light I'm gonna make twice as much range. And let's see what happens. Oh yeah, so you notice things are changing. Of course, then there's all the weirdness with the shadows. But it really lights things up. The shadow thing is a little weird. Maybe we do cube. That is a lot more expensive. Ooh, man, that just doesn't look... Maybe there's something with the ball off. Should make sure that that's casting no shadows. And that these... Okay, these are all off already. Because I wonder if that was doing it. Having some weird shadow flickering. No, they're still... Still some weird flickering. Ooh, The flash looks good though. Let's do a 1500. And let's do more realistic attenuation, slightly more. This may be expensive, or it will be. Yeah, I would need to bump up the, oh yeah, I definitely, with that kind of attenuation, you need to bump it up quite a bit. So, we would need to do here, like 700. Let's double it and see what happens. Because that makes it, like, the light fall off more realistic. Probably need to bump the energy, like, way more. Let's do, like, 1500, I guess. For the total energy. Do I need to bump the range even more too? We back. Nice. Okay. Lights coming in. Saw a flash. It's still lighting everything up. Okay, 1500. I do like this with attenuation because the attenuation is that. Range is 1500. Let's go back to 2000. Also, Omnilight. Volumetric fog energy, let's do more like 0.5. Because then that will show up. Actually, let's just do 1 and see how that is. It might be insane, so we'll see. Okay, not even really noticeable. Man, that looks good. Okay, let's see how it lights things up. We're going to do 2000 energy. 1.5 is fine, I think, for that. Because we want it to reach out, but we still want it to have that attenuation so it looks as good as possible. We might need even more volumetric fog energy. That's good right there. Look at that. And it really flashes there for a bit. Stays lit up. We just need better sound effects. That's what we need. Oh, those glow when they get close. I like it. So it's like you would hear it and then you might look up. Oh, there it is. There is still a little flash. Trying to think of how we can do the like explosion, some sort of scaling. Excuse me, sir. Okay, that does look good though. Okay, so we need some sort of explosion sound. The explosion sparks. We could do more like 75. And really what we should be doing is like quad meshes instead of these because this is too much geometry. Lunchbox says, I have a Splice account with a ton you can use, but hi-fi sound might break the low poly look or something. Yeah, I still need to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing on audio, because I might do more high fidelity sound. I don't know. Maybe remind me, Lunchbox, because I may want to use that. Otherwise, I have also thought about just actually making all of the sound effects myself, because I think that would be fun and not too crazy hard. I think there's a way to do it in kind of a charming way. Let's go to here real quick. I'm going to do playing, pitch shift. That's kind of fine. If I double that pitch shift thing. Don't know. A little bit more distortion like that is good. Okay, that's good. We also need a fire pit noise. How do you stream Player 3D? How do I do a... Maybe I just find a free one. We'll go to freesound.org just to have some vibes. That's not bad. Let me find, okay, Dark Forest. Does this work to do it like this? No, it does not. I need to download it as... How do I download this as something else? Nope. Making Pripyat ambience, yes. Okay. Okay, that has... No. Maybe I can just open it in Audacity and then change it to a MP3. Yes. Okay. Now I should have it. There we go. So, audio. Unit size 10. We're going to do max distance 20. 10. Fire pit. Oh, audio already shows. Hi. Boom. Nice. Is it equipable? Does that have it? Audio stream player. Ambient audio. This should only be in placeables. Audio that plays when it is toggled or placed, etc. And then I should go to equipables and make sure that audio that plays when swung, if a tool or some other thing, which I don't even know if we ever really use this. Okay, we do. Just for that. Okay. So then we have Fire Pit, which has this. Ambient audio. And then we have audio there. Required for any placeable that has an inventory. Do we have this stuff? Okay. Interact SFX. Placement. Nice. Placement type. Quick load. I'm going to do a build wood. Nice. This is handle pickup. Left click action. Okay. Build sfx.play. But what we could do is placement SFX, because we have that there, which is an export var, and it's kind of automatically on build wood. Placement sfx.play. So like that's kind of the standard. Player.build sfx stream equals that, which we don't want. Oh, wait. I guess we do want that. Equals placement SFX. Because that is just a stream. This is not the audio stream player. Okay, well, that's fine. So this one is already build wood. So whatever. Ambient audio is audio. Audio plays this, which this should be able to loop, re-import. And then on Fire Pit, playing, okay. Audio dot playing. All right, we'll do set. Value for the Fire Pit. Let's see if this works. Load. Player. Playing. On a null value. Fire pit? Audio? Oh, that's audio. Ambient audio dot set. That's why none of this showed up, right? Ambient audio, okay. Let's see if this works. Hey, there we go. Okay, that is way too loud. And the sound effect is bad. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay. Oh, that instantly adds so much. We need a true explosion there. Yeah, we just need better sound effects. And we need some flickering. Okay. We should do a making or using static classes instead of extending over and over. We need to do something like that. Lamppost, done. Light wand, done. Change hammer into wand, done. Character hands and animations need better, but inventory UI done. We'll just do this. That's done. Dark rats, done. Gather tools. Gatherables, corruption enemies, crystals that are gatherable, blah, blah, blah. Okay. L-shaped, yep. Golem, brass bros. Those need to come along. Stones. Add flicker to meteor and explosion. Make better. Perfect. The dark rats? Oh, I will show you. That's these boys here. Oh, they're all trying to get up there now. There used to be way more. Need to figure out that the lighting issues. Also, real quick, I can go here, go to my light. Let's do like 10. Just see what happens. Oh my goodness, okay. Let's do like 2. That also helps, just adding some more volumetric fog effect. But these guys are the dark rats. We're gonna have a lot of them. 2, okay, it comes to here. We should be able to see a big fog flicker then too. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe we do like 1.8. For the forest, we can go here, get our rats, duplicate them, go to 3D, duplicate them again. All right, now we got a lot of rats. We just need better sound effects, I think. Because visually, I think it's coming together. These are also a little bit, let's do 60 FPS for that. Yeah. Now we have a lot of rats around us. But whenever we want them to go away, we just blip, put down one of these guys. They do not like it, and they leave. Now we really need an explosion sound. We also need a better sound for this thing. And for now, what we can do is just make it a little quieter, to be honest. Screen shake when it explodes. Could do something like that. I haven't. Oh. But that could be good. I just want it to like always gather your attention. By the way, we got an ad starting on Twitch in 50 seconds. It's getting there. It's getting there. These are actually pretty good. Maybe something like this. Oh. Explode audio, me. Okay. SFX, we could do dot stream equals explode audio. And this does not need to loop. If this is set to looping, we don't have to do that because this will already loop. Let's switch it out with okay. Okay, let's see if maybe we do. That's pretty good. Oh, but then that changes this. Let's do a SFX2. This one will just be that. This one will be okay, we can turn this one off. This one we can play again. That's pretty good. So then here, what we can do is on explode, we can say sfx.stop. sfx.play. Then sfx2, which is this one. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that's good. That means I can also just turn this one down. Say like 200, 250 or something. I'd even be able to do something like that. Okay. And I may have to be done here pretty quick, but this is already getting there. I think a little bit higher pitched is better. Still maybe a little too loud. Nice. Very nice. This one we are just going to also maybe reduce the max distance, and we're going to do like 170. Good muted explosion. Yeah, I like the explosion. I might make this guy not cast shadows. Let's see what happens if I do that. Or at least the fist. And upper arm. We could do no shadows on all of this and just see what happens. But then do they cast shadows on self at all? They receive shadows, right? Mainly because then that will hopefully stop the like flickering. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I just really don't like my meteor incoming sound. But we will find a better one for that. Guys, get out of here. Get rat navigation. We're going to do... Nectar 3. Mandef. We're going to do Rand float equals Rand F Rand F range plus Rand Vec. So they're going to stay a little distance away. So then they're not constantly there. Rat nav. Yes, rat nav. Currently they've been just going straight to you, but now I'm going to make them go some area nearby you. Oh, actually I should probably do like... Nice. Okay. I could probably make it a little bit less fog intensive. Let's do this. Light. 1.5. And then on our global rat nav, this needs to be Rand sign 1. How do I do this? No, we'll just do okay. It should always be a good distance away from you that these guys go. I just don't want them all running around you all the time. Let's see, if I start here. That's pretty sick. All right. These guys aren't bothering us as much anymore. If I need to, I can do this. Set low graphics. Let's see what happens. Nothing changes here, because all it is doing scaling. So like, right now everything looks worse. But I will make that more customizable. And then you can set it back to normal. They are scared of this guy, which is cool. Love it. Unfortunately, I should probably bounce. It's been 2.5 hours. So not a crazy long stream, but it's good to get back at least. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me check real quick. Okay, we still have a few viewers on Twitch. We can see who is available to stream. Me Magatron is. I'm actually in her time zone, or not in her time zone, but when I lived in the States, she was basically never online when I was... Hey, but we got a few viewers to send over. So, we will do that. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. See you around, dog. You too, Lunchbox. Thanks for being here, as always. I do love this. I'm very, very happy with this. Let me make sure I actually put this going here. /raid. Okay. Let people jump in. You'll have to cook up a picture for this. Please do. You know I love it. Absolutely love it. Especially the rat boys. Those are... I love the rat pictures you were doing. So the rats are going to be... They're dark rats, but they are also going to be... there's going to be good light rats as well. We will add them. But once again, thank you guys for being here. Leo, Annette, Lunchbox in the YouTube chat. All of you guys, thank you for being here. In the Twitch chat, Newjank and Belicha, I think, was here. I can't really see right now, but thank you for being here. But I will catch you all next time. And, yeah. Have a good one. I'll send over the raid now. Okay, sent the raid over. And for those of you in the YouTube